Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be covering 3 high-risk, high-reward cryptocurrencies that I believe could explode next bull run. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So the first project on my list is Kaspa. The ticker is KAS. Based on Kaspa's market cap right now, it should be ranked 75th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of just under 3 cents. It has a market cap of 551 million, a max supply of 28.7 billion, and a circulating supply of 19.6 billion. That's about 68% in circulation. Kaspa reached its all-time high 3 months ago at just over 4 cents. It's currently retraced 33% since then. Now I want to start off by saying I do think Kaspa is the least risky out of all 3 of these projects. However, because it is still a very new project, I'm going to include it on this list. Kaspa is a proof-of-work cryptocurrency which implements the GhostDAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, GhostDAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. The Kaspa blockchain is actually a block DAG. Kaspa's goal is to be essentially what Bitcoin was designed to be, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Basically now being the silver to Bitcoin's gold, which if you look back in history, silver has always been a better currency than gold because it's been a lot more abundant. The reality is Bitcoin is far too scarce. With a max supply of only 21 million, no one actually wants to spend their Bitcoin. So in that regard, Bitcoin has actually failed at its goal of being a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Now, Kaspa's major selling point is that it runs on proof of work. For a long time, it's been claimed that proof of work is not scalable. However, Kaspa claims to have solved the scalability issue, which in turn would mean that they have solved the blockchain trilemma of decentralization, security, and scalability, which would be the first ever proof of work blockchain to do so. Most layer ones these days run on proof of stake, and most proof of stake blockchains, a validator's probability to confirm the next block is directly correlated to how many tokens they have staked, which in turn is always going to make proof of stake blockchains a lot more centralized. The rich are always going to get richer and have more power. And my favorite selling point of Kaspa is the founder, Jonathan Sompolinsky. His 2013 paper on the GhostDAG protocol was cited in Ethereum's white paper. Vitalik himself has complimented the GhostDAG protocol, and in my opinion, this is a narrative that can garner a lot of hype in the next bull run. And when you look at Kaspa's website, they claim to be the fastest, open source, decentralized, fully scalable layer 1 in the world, built by the industry, led by the people. And I also want to say another reason I am extremely bullish on Kaspa is because it was born during a bear market. It has a market cap right now of over 500 million. It's in the top 100 cryptos, and it's never experienced a bull run. Imagine what it can do if Bitcoin's trading at 100,000, 150,000. Now, when you look at Kaspa's Twitter, they have about 64,000 followers, and they are continuing to post every single day, which is important. When you're looking for a crypto that you think could explode next bull run, you want an active community. And I'm telling you right now, I have not seen a more active community than Kaspa. And now when you look at Kaspa on the daily time frame, in my last video, I drew it in a symmetrical triangle, which is a 50-50 pattern, meaning it breaks up 50% of the time. And since then, it has started to break out of the pattern. It's ran up about 12%. When you look at the stochastics, they're starting to push up. They're getting a little bit overbought, but it's not too bad yet. I have seen massive moves come still from overbought stochastics. And when you look at the RSI, it's also starting to push up. Regardless of what Kaspa does in the short term, I believe it is a fantastic long-term play. I highly recommend you guys at least put Kaspa on your watch list and do a little more research into the project. And now the second project I'm covering is JasmyCoin. The ticker is JASMY. According to CoinMarketCap, JASMY is currently ranked 139th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of just under half of a penny. It has a market cap of 205 million, a max supply of 50 billion, and a circulating supply of 48.5 billion. That's about 97% in circulation, which is one of the most appealing qualities to me. There's virtually no inflation. And now here's where things get risky with JASMY. It had an all-time high back in 2021 of almost $5, and it's currently down 99.91% since then. That is a massive fall. However, I do want to preface, when it reached these all-time highs, the circulating supply was nowhere near what it is right now. So if you look at the all-time chart, you can see JASMY looks like a complete rug pull. However, if you look at the market cap, it at least is not a complete flat line. It looks a little bit better, and that aligns with the supply releasing. Now, JASMY has gotten a lot of hype recently because it is the first ever Japanese blockchain project. It's a cryptocurrency project of a Tokyo-based Internet of Things provider, JASMY Corporation. As a system, the Internet of Things includes mechanical and digital elements endowed with an identifier and the ability to transmit data. The IoT company JASMY specializes in buying and selling data, and the JASMY platform connects 2 categories: service providers and data users. So JASMY has a technology they call data lockers, which essentially is is a storage area for individuals' personal data. Jasmy promotes the idea that all data has value. And then the way that the data locker works is that if a company wants to acquire your data, they have to pay Jasmy and the individual that owns the data. And the kicker is that they only accept JasmyCoin, which obviously gives JasmyCoin a token use case, and it also allows everyday people like you and me to get paid for companies acquiring our data. And we have the opportunity to accept or reject the company's request, so we don't have to give our data out. It's a very unique project with a very unique use case. It's definitely a project I could see exploding next bull run if it manages to garner enough hype, because it definitely has a better use case than most other projects in the crypto space. Now, when you look at Jasmy's team, they have some very impressive resumes. For example, one of them was a former president and COO of Sony Corporation. This is obviously a good thing to see because it gives a project credibility right off the jump. But obviously, if you're looking to invest in Jasmy, you guys need to do more research. When you look at Jasmy's Twitter, they have about 98,000 followers, and similar to Kaspa, they are posting pretty frequently, which again is very good to see. If you have a dead community, you're never going to succeed as a project. Now, if you look at Jasmy on the daily time frame, in my last video, I drew Jasmy in a bull pennant, which break up 68% of the time, and Jasmy has began breaking up. If you look at the stochastics, they were oversold and are starting to push up, and the RSI is around the midway point. Now, if I'm going to be honest, Jasmy is probably the riskiest project on this list in my opinion. It certainly could blow up, however, it also could flop. There's potential both ways. Obviously, everything in crypto comes with risk, but just make sure you guys do your own research into this project. The whole concept of data lockers is a phenomenal utility. Now, the final project on this list is Algorand. The ticker is Algo. According to CoinMarketCap, Algorand is currently ranked 46th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of about 11.5 cents. It has a market cap of 885 million, a max supply of 10 billion, and a circulating supply of 7.7 billion. That's about 77% in circulation. Algorand reached its all-time high back in 2019 of $3.28. It's currently down 96% since then. Now, based on technology, credibility, the team, and many other aspects, Algorand might actually be the least risky among all these projects, including Kaspa. However, the reason it is on this list is simply because the SEC is coming after Algorand as a security. Although that being said, XRP just won its case, which is going to naturally give Algorand investors a lot more confidence in investing in Algorand. Algorand is a self-sustaining, decentralized blockchain-based network that supports a wide range of applications. These systems are secure, scalable, and efficient, all critical properties for effective applications in the real world. Algorand will support the computations that require reliable performance guarantees to create new forms of trust. Algorand is widely considered to be one of the best layer 1 projects in the entire crypto space right now. And they also have who many people believe to be one of the smartest people in the crypto space as their founder, Silvio Macaulay. He received the Turing Award back in 2012 for his fundamental contributions to the theory and practice of secure two-party computation, electronic cash, cryptocurrencies, and blockchain protocols. This makes him one of the foremost creators of crypto in the world. And anytime you have a leader with this kind of credibility, it is naturally going to make it very difficult for your project to actually fail long term. And similar to Kaspa, Algorand is also believed to have solved the blockchain trilemma: security, scalability, and decentralization. Now, I will say neither one of the projects are battle tested yet. They aren't running billions and billions of transactions to see if they can actually handle it. Now, Algorand is unique because it runs on pure proof of stake, not just traditional proof of stake, which means that anyone with at least one Algorand can be a validation node on the consensus level. And then on top of that, Algorand has a unique advantage over most other cryptocurrencies. They are rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which allows them to integrate within the whole financial sector and work alongside central banks with cross-border payments. Now, when you look at Algorand's website, they are fast, 10,000 transactions per second and a 3.3 second settlement finality. To put things in perspective, it can take Bitcoin up to 2 hours to be 99.976% sure that the transaction will not get reversed. Algorand is 100% certain at 3.3 seconds. They're also carbon zero, which is great because, as many of you guys know, Bitcoin gets scrutinized constantly for being harmful to the environment, and they're also secure and decentralized. Now, when you look at Algorand's Twitter, they have about 335,000 followers, and just as I talked about with the other projects on this list, Algorand also posts pretty much every single day, which again, I cannot stress enough, is extremely important. The second that the community starts to lose faith in the project and the team is the second that it's going to start to collapse. And now when you look at Algorand on the daily time frame, the stochastics were oversold and are starting to push up, and the RSI is a bit oversold, starting to push up. Now, if you look at price action, it swings from a higher low to a lower low. If you look at the RSI, it swings from a lower low to a higher low. That is class A bullish divergence. And then you could also argue that Algorand is in a falling wedge, which break up 68% of the time, and the measured move would take you to about 15.5 cents. Again, measured moves do not always play out, and obviously anything can happen. However, with XRP winning the case and being declared not a security, it certainly appears that Algorand will indeed have a very promising future. And also keep in mind, most projects in the crypto space right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin pumps, most will pump. If Bitcoin dumps, most will dump. But that's about all. My three projects are Kaspa, which is essentially the first ever scalable proof of work block DAG, JASMY, which is essentially the first ever Japanese blockchain project that's trying to give the everyday person like you and me power back in our hands where we get paid for our own data. And then Algorand, which is thought to be one of the best layer ones in the crypto space right now and potentially has a very bullish looking future after XRP just won its case. But let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about these three cryptos? Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget.